Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter. Hello, and welcome to the Ident Review Extra, the spin-off show that takes a look at one individual ident each episode and gives it the review it deserves. And this time around, we're embarking on a journey through the rhythm and movement idents that represented BBC One between 2002 and 2006. For today's instalment, we'll be gazing at the acrobats. So far on our journey, we've looked at the debut ident, Capoeira, and the more sombre reflections of ballet. But there were a couple more sequences that were introduced to the public on launch day. Keen to showcase the variety of activities seen in these new idents, and to further help people adjust to a globalist sequence, we'll observe one of these attempts, simply known as Acrobat. Now, that's the kind of physical strength I aspire to have. We observe three acrobats performing a routine, filmed inside of the Royal Horticultural Society Halls in London. Colour scheme-wise, similar to ballet, red is the dominant colour. Fitting really, as this was the era in which the BBC really wanted to assign a different colour to its rapidly expanding roster of channels. So BBC Two would take on purple, or yellow for the actual background, BBC Four would be black, the upcoming BBC Three would be a pale shade of blue, and for the flagship channel, BBC One, red was chosen, a colour that the channel would be represented by for well over a decade. The beauty in this, and several idents in this set, is the artistry. To witness these acrobats move around utilising the aerial silks, the sheer body strength needed, it's very impressive and very engaging to watch.
This is E4.
Acrobat would often be seen before the news, its more lively soundtrack perhaps alerting audiences that their attention is required. If I could make any small nitpick, it would perhaps lie in the camera shots. The setup is a simple pull back and zoom out in order to fully see all three artists perform, but I think this could have gone one step further. After zooming out, why not begin to pan around the space, witness this performance from a variety of different angles? I truly think there would have been a way to do it without the sequence coming across as disorientating. But one aspect I cannot fault is the artists themselves. The three acrobats shown from left to right are Jane Osborne, Melissa Merrin, and Michelle Lane. Their choreographer was Roger Robinson of the renowned Acrobat Productions, and he himself helped develop the concept of the ident. Whilst we're on the designers, it's important to note that the entire rhythm and movement concept and idea was developed by design firm Lambinairn. We're no strangers to Lambinairn's work here, and Martyn Lambinairn, despite being no longer with us, is still regarded as one of the most innovative and important ident designers of all time. And whilst the rhythm and movement set isn't viewed amongst the firm's best work, it seems that over the passage of time, more and more audiences have come to appreciate these sequences. Acrobat may not be the first ident you think of when it comes to this set, and indeed, it arguably isn't the most memorable. However, when you go back to watch it, it's almost impossible to not admire the sheer artistry being exhibited by these three acrobats. And I'm happy to say that it won't be the last time we see a group of individuals exhibit their talents in this way. And so that brings us to the end of another episode of the Ident Review Extra. If you enjoyed this look back at ballet, then please leave a like, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to the channel for lots more ident related content. I've been Adam Martyn from AMTV, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Kelly is Live, Tracy Smith, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, The Welsh Lady, Bruce Danton, The Broken Kitsumanoid, Cooking at Nans and DIY, and Francine Salazar, our AMTV staff members.